everyone, I'm Erica from Sew and Serve. Today I'm going to show you how to make children's masks, the standard mask pattern. For this project, you're going to need 100% cotton. We recommend 2 different patterns of cotton for this project so that you can tell the difference between the front and the back when your child puts it on. You're also going to want a rotary cutter and a ruler. You can use a standard school ruler or a quilting or sewing ruler as well. You're also going to want a rotary cutting mat, whatever size you have. Usually these are self-healing. That's what you're going to want for your rotary cutter. You're either going to want elastic for the straps or t-shirt ties. If you prefer, you can also use bias tape for the ties as well. We have provided for you a sizing guide that gives you by recommended ages and size what panel size you're going to want to cut, the elastic length for that size, and tie length. The method that I'm going to show you today cuts these in half on each side and uses a slip knot, so you're only going to need 2 ties. You can also just use 4 on each end and tie them behind their head as well. Today we're going to make the youth large mask. We're going to want to line up this fabric right here on the edge to square this off. This one you can see was cut and it's definitely needing to be squared off. I like to cut multiple layers at once, so we just put that on there. Then we take our ruler, line it up, our rotary cutter. So we're pressing down really firm on that, making sure that our fingers are safe. So we discard that. For the youth large, the size is 6 inches by 8¼ inches. I'm going to go with 8¼ first. So we measure that over here, 8¼ and so we would just go all the way across measuring 8¼ 8¼ and then over here, sure this is nice and flat, cut off that little folded end, discard, and so this is the 6 inches. So when we're stacking these all together, now we've got all those ready to make into masks. Now we are going to sew our 2 panel pieces together, put them right sides together. We will sew along the 2 long edges with a 3/8 inch seam allowance. Turn this right sides out. You can iron this flat. The next thing you're going to want to do is tuck this in about 1/4 to 3/8 inch. This is where I like to use these clips. I want to do that on the other side as well. You can use pins here. You can go to the iron and do this. If you are using elastic, you would put the elastic in here and clip it in, and put the elastic in here and clip it in. For this one, I'm going to put in our t-shirt ties and clip it in. Make sure the elastic or ties are at the corners of your masks. This will give you the best and most comfortable fit. Now we're going to go to the sewing machine. I like to start just right before the corner. You're going to want to be on a straight stitch. Bring your presser foot down about a 2.5 to 3 stitch length. Back stitch to start. When you get to where an elastic or a tie is coming in, you're going to want to secure that. I prefer to pleat as I go, just with my hands. You can also use the seam ripper method, which you can find in our group. You can iron your pleats beforehand. You can pin them. You can use a pleat guide. There's many different ways that you can pleat. I just find this one is the fastest and my preferred way. Now here we're going to be really close. Secure that first. Make sure your needle's always down before you lift up your presser foot. Pull that pleat back up. And then we go around one more time to secure everything, following pretty closely the sewing line from the previous time around. Trim off your excess threads, then clip the t-shirt ties. For this method, we are making slip knots at either end. This way, they can slide to make bigger or smaller ear loops as the child's size may vary. So this is a really good way if you are donating them and they're not for your own child. I like to double knot this one and then tie a knot somewhere back here, trim off the excess, and repeat the same over here. And there is our finished mask.